So you want this, but you're struggling to do this. I'm here to tell you it's easy, man. Figured it out. Now this weapon is usually ridiculously hard to level up, but I have a lot of tips and tricks that will help you guys get it a lot quicker. By the end I was pulling off the most crazy shots. It was mad. Now the key to using this weapon is not to ADS. However, it doesn't kill people properly in core. So the way to do it is to play hardcore. However, you kind of lose a key feature when you're playing in that game mode, your heads up display. Now the sights on this weapon don't allow you to anticipate the trajectory of the projectile, so it makes it borderline impossible to be accurate at long ranges. So when my solution comes in, I'm gonna help you guys out. Probably gonna get some stick for this, but whatever. You're gonna need some tape, knife, or scissors. Sorry. Stay with me. So you're gonna go into a core custom game, equip the thumper, and then precisely cut out the HUD. Just the stuff you need, not the curved lines, just the straight lines. So then you should go from looking like this to this. Destroying 3 enemy vehicles or score streaks with the thumper in one game is literally impossible. I found a way to complete it ridiculously fast. If you're serious about your KD, then this is going to suck for you a little bit. Okay, let's be real, everyone wants to tank their KD because of skill-based matchmaking. So it's a win-win. You're going to have to play Dirty Bomb. You have tanks, motorbikes, snowmobiles, cars, all those juicy vehicles that you can kill with your thumper. Here's what you need to do. Run Engineer. This is essential. So what you're going to want to do is hover in midair, hover in midair and look at the map. Now because you've got engineer on, you can see where all of the vehicles are on the map, and the second an enemy gets in one, that's exactly where you're going. The snowmobiles and the motorbikes are a one-shot kill. You gotta just James Bond it out the air, man. The tanks, however, are a different story. Throw 1 Semtex and then hit it with the 2 thumper rounds that you've got. Another tip is if an enemy gets off a vehicle, you have literally 1 or 2 seconds to destroy it. If you don't, it will deregister from the enemy player and just become a normal vehicle in play. You're looking for that breakdown medal. If it doesn't appear, then it doesn't count. Also, you might get hit marks on vehicles and wonder, what the hell, man? That's because the player driving the vehicle is running flak jacket. For some reason, it has like a droid force field and just covers the entire thing. Here are the best long shot spots for this weapon. Now the long shot challenges are really difficult to get for this gun. Now there are a select few good spots on hardcore game modes that will allow you to repetitively get those long shot kills. Now in order for me to show you properly, I've actually edited my own HUD. It's to scale and everything, so it's exact. This means you can see properly where I was aiming when I was in these spots, allowing you to replicate it and then get those long shot kills. So I'm here for you, man. Firstly, we have Moscow. Everyone should know where these windows are, and my rule of thumb is to put the pin on the top of the window frame, maybe just a little bit below. It works exactly the same on the other side. Here's another good spot on the same map. Line up the longest line on your HUD with the top of the stairs, and you should be able to get people coming up from the escalators. Lining this one up is a bit more complicated, so it's the same spot as before, but out onto the balcony and to the right a little bit. It's so you can get an angle on that channel on the left. Point of reference, I put the longest line on the first level of that red building. The next spot is on the plane map. For this, you need to aim with the smallest line on your heads-up display. Place it on the floor just behind the pallets near the back of that plane. The next position is my favorite. I got about 20 long shot kills in one game. So here's the position. It's on the map Garrison. You just need to aim with that middle bar on your heads-up display at the top of the door. Perhaps a little bit below, but you don't want it to fall too short. Then you just keep doing this, man. People just keep coming through this area, and it works exactly the same on the other side. The other side isn't as good because people can shoot you from behind cover, so if you can, flip the spawns and work from this side. Up here is also a really good spot. You have a good view of 2 of the main channels of the map. There's a lot of open space, so you don't really need to worry about aiming too much. Here are the best spots on the plane map. What you want to do is put the longest area of your HUD on the back wall where it meets the floor. Now if you're playing hardcore domination on the plane map and you spawn A side, this is one of the best places you can go. On the right side of spawn there is a head glitch, and if you jump up onto those boxes you have a really good view of that channel of the map. What you want to do is put the very base of your heads up display just behind the pallets next to the back of that plane. Now if you've taped up your HUD, then it should be pretty easy for you to get kills in those big open spaces. Now this is probably one of my least favorite maps, although for this challenge it's amazing. Now if you can manage to get up to the plane wreckage, this is a really good spot to be. It gives you a perfect view of the A flag, and then if you copy where my HUD is, you can just ping people easily. There's also another way to do it if you're coming up on the left flank. You have a bit more cover, but you can't see where you're shooting. So make sure you pause the video, look where I'm aiming, and copy that as well. This is another reason this map's really good, is because there are a lot of channels and places that enemies can take cover, but you can just send a projectile into and hopefully get that long shot kill. A lot of the time you can just protect A flag and people will just filter through the channels on the left side of the map from B. I'd put the pin on the HUD at the top of the cave, and then you should get kills easy. This is applicable with this shot as well. It's pretty much the same thing, but just a little bit further up on the map. Now the boat map, ladies and gentlemen, is a godsend. If you can manage to hold B flag and get into the center of the boat, it's such a good position. Although it is a little bit more difficult to land your shots because the area you have to actually put a projectile decreases dramatically. So my tip for you guys here, depending on how close the enemy is to put the top of the pin right in the center of the side of the boat, if you know what I mean. Now this shot is Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in. Now this shot is actually really difficult. I've only pulled it off a couple of times. This would literally be impossible if you haven't like sorted your HUD out. So if you aim in between that infinitesimal gap that you're given, put the longest area of your crosshairs just below the C on the C flag icon. It's plain sailing, man. Now a lot of the time people camp in these windows. It's probably the easiest place to get kills for people that don't want to come out of their spawn. It's the same as I said in my previous video. You just need to put the pin on your heads up display on the top of the window frame. It's just gonna straight in there. See you later, mate. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this will help you out a lot. You'll be able to get those kills, those long shots, those, you know, crazy vehicle 3 score streak things all in one game, and it should work out for you. Word of warning, Activision have not given me my diamond camo for doing this challenge, so I just want to let you know. This is the TikTok I made about it, which somehow blew up. Alright, Activision, I'm pissed, man. Now, in order to get back in the game, I decided to rank up the 2 most difficult weapons to max out in the game, both the knife and that Thumper grenade launcher piece of shit. So in my head, I was like, no one's going to grind diamond out for those 2 weapons at launch. And I thought this will be my foot up. This will be my, you know, wow, that'd be great on TikTok. That'd be great on YouTube. So every single day I've been getting up at like 5 AM because I really wanted this. I really wanted to get that camo, get those thumbnails, you know, make it happen. So I unlocked gold on both of them. After hours now doing stupid challenges. And guess what, Activision? Guess what you've done to me, bro? You haven't given me the camo. I did what you asked me, bro. I did what was asked, man. I got gold on both. And it's not even like it's like, oh no, it's locked. It's halfway there. It's halfway there. And the rest of it's locked. The time frame of me being one of the first people to unlock diamond on both of those weapons is just because people would have done it by the time they fixed it, and then all that work would be for nothing. Because no one's going to care anymore. I'll keep you posted. Anyways, have a good rest of your day. Enjoy grinding. I'm looking forward to Nuketown as well. That's dropping on the 24th. I'm actually working that day, but I'll play in the evening and get a video out to you guys. I promise. Anyway, see you on the next video.